The legend of Anansi the Spider, Africa's master trickster. Anansi the Spider is one of the most enduring characters in Africa folklore. His tales have been told and retold for generations, spreading across the African continent and the diaspora. Known for his cunning, wit, and tricky, Anansi is a symbol of intelligence and resistance. In the face of adversity, the essay explores the origins of Anansi, the cultural significance of his stories, and some of the most popular tales that feature him. Origin of Anansi, the trickster from Ghana. The character of Anansi originates from the Ashanti people of Ghana in West Africa. The Ashanti culture is rich in oral traditions, and storytelling is an integral part of community life. Anansi, whose name means spider in the Akan language, serves as a central figure in these stories. Anansi is often depicted as a spider, but in some tales he takes on human characteristics or appears as a spider-human hybrid. His stories are collectively known as Anansi tales and are used to entertain, educate, and pass down moral lessons. The tales of Anansi have been preserved through oral tradition, ensuring that they remain relevant and meaningful. His character embodies the woman qualities of curiosity, intelligence, and adaptability, making him relatable to audience of all age. Anansi as the archetype trickster. Trickster figures are a common notify in folktale worldwide. And Anansi is one of the most prominent examples from African traditions. Tricksters are often seen as boundary crossers who use their wits to navigate complex social situations. They are neither entirely good nor entirely evil, and their actions frequently challenge authority or disrupt the status. In Anansi's case, his trickery often serves as large purpose. He outsmarts those who are more powerful than him, teaching lessons about resourcefulness and the value of cleverness over brute strength. However, Anansi's actions are not always noble. Sometimes his schemes are selfish, and his stories serve as cautionary tales about greed and dishonesty. The cultural significance of Anansi. Anansi's stories are more than just entertaining tales. They carry deep cultural significance and reflect the values, beliefs, and challenge community that created them. 1. Moral lessons. Anansi tales often tell people about morality, emphasizing the importance of qualities like kindness, honesty, and humility. For example, in some stories, Anansi greed or arrogance leads to his downfall, teaching listeners to avoid such traits. Number 2, social commentary. Many Anansi stories serve as allegories for social issues such as the struggle against oppression or the dynamics of power and authority. By using humor and wit, those tales address serious topics in a way that is accessible and through provoking. Number 3, resilience and resourcefulness. Anansi's ability to outwit stronger opponents resonate with community that have faced adversity. He represents the idea that intelligence and creativity can overcome even the most challenging obstacle. Number 3, community building. Storytelling is a commoner activity in African cultures, and Anansi's tales bring people together. By sharing these stories, communities strengthen their bonds and pass on their heritage to future generations. How Anansi brought stories to this world. One of the most famous Anansi's tales is how Anansi brought story to the world. This story explains how the spider became the keeper of all stories and highlights his cleverness and determination. In these tales, story belongs to Nyame, the sky god, and were kept in his possession. Anansi wanted to bring these stories to the world, so he approached Nyame and asked for them. Nyame agreed to give Anansi the stories, but only if he could complete 3 seemingly impossible tasks. 1. Capture Umboro the hornets. 2. Capture Onini the great python. 3. Capture Osimbo the leopard. Using his cunning, Anansi devised clever always to accomplish these tasks. Capturing the hornets, Anansi filled a gourd with water and pretended it was raining. He offered the hornets shelter in his gourd, and when they entered, he quickly sealed it. Capturing the python, Anansi tricked Onini into scratching out next to a stick to prove his length. While Onini was distracted, Anansi tied him to the stick. Capturing the leopard, Onini dug a pit to trap Osimbo and then tied him up once he fell in. After completing this task, Anansi returned to Nyame with the hornet, python, and leopard. Impressed by his ingenuity, Nyame gave Anansi all the stories, which he then shared with the world. This tale highlights Anansi's cleverness and determination, while also explaining the origin of storytelling in Ashanti culture. Don't forget to subscribe and watch out for part 2.